Hi everyone, Aidan here with etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the Yakima RidgeBack hanging style bike rack on our 2019 Dodge Grand Caravan. It's going to hang the bike by the frame and hold it in place with these cradles using these zip strips up top, holding it down in the cradles. We've got two up top and then one around the seat post to limit that side-to-side movement. There's still some, but this greatly reduces it, especially compared to some of the strap style of straps that just kind of stretch over the frame. Those tend to have a lot more movement in other hanging style racks than this does, so I like that a lot. And it's going to limit that bike-to-bike contact or bike-to-vehicle contact in some cases, depending on tire size. Because it's hanging style, we do want to avoid carbon frame bikes and be wary of alternative frame bikes. This one, I'd say, is right on the edge of working and maybe needing a bike adapter bar. You can see as this top tube gets a little bit more aggressive, it's going to hang not so evenly. With alternative frame bikes, it likely won't even fit with the dual arm design here, but it's also going to hold the bike in a strange way. We want it to be as level as possible. The other thing to consider is the total weight capacity of 150 pounds, or if you've just got one bike on there, it's a 40-pound capacity for the one bike. So just be mindful of those things and you should be all good. Now get it unloaded here. To get these zip strips off, you just pinch the two tabs here on the side and lift it up and out. Pretty simple. Do that on all three of these points. The one around the seat post is sometimes a bit more of a challenge because of how close that comes to the back tire. You can see that's not too bad. You can kind of stretch it out there. And you'll see that this one, as I pull it off of those arms, is definitely a close fit. You kind of have to wiggle it back and forth to get it to fit because that frame is a little bit smaller on the inside there. And I'll just set this to the side for now. Now, with this, you can tilt it away from the vehicle to gain access to the back. One thing to be careful of, though, is make sure you put these zip strips back in place because they can just fall off and you'll lose them. You can order replacements if you need to, but better to try to keep track of them. And from here, we can tilt the whole thing away with this lever out in front to gain access to the back. So if we need to get something out, we can, or maybe change our shoes before or after a ride. Again, we can do that, have a seat right here. You don't want to do this with bikes loaded because you can see this gets pretty low to the ground, and that's going to mean our bikes are touching the ground, and we don't want that. I'll get this shut and lifted back up. Watch your fingers when you do this because this will snap back into place and can definitely pinch them. From here, let's get some measurements though. We've got our overall distance added to the back. It's going to be sitting right around 35 to 36 inches, maybe like 35 and a half. But when bikes are unloaded, if we want to leave this in the hitch so it's ready to go for next time, just pull this lever up top and fold those arms down. That's going to condense everything and take up a lot less room on your vehicle, only sticking out 11 inches in this state. So way more reasonable, and it's ready to go for next time. Just fold those arms up and we can load the bikes. Down below, it's working with our 2-inch hitch using the adapter sleeve included, or it'll work with an 1.25 inch. And it has an integrated anti-rattle knob at the back that is locking, so we can lock the bike rack to the hitch and get it secure in there using that anti-rattle. And if you're looking for a good hanging style bike rack, I like this one a lot. I think it's going to work really well holding the bike still and having that lock at the bottom. My personal recommendation would maybe be to look into the Curt Premium. I like that one a lot because the arms narrow in at the end, so it's going to be really accommodating for kids' bikes right out of the box. So if you've got a family and you're looking to carry those without needing a bike adapter bar, that might be the better route to go. Otherwise, it's going to be a good fit here on your Grand Caravan, so thanks for watching.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. And finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.